we have one student, and his name is Tony Bjerstedt. He will be telling us about 2 busy months. Please welcome.
Events. Well, it is good to be back. It's been a while since I've actually been here. The last 2 months have been extremely busy. I signed up to take a class in business architecture. Business architecture, we'll get into a little bit more about that. But suffice it to say, this class was running on Monday, every Monday night, and every Thursday night for 4 hours. And I had to leave work early, and there was no way I could justify coming in early and leaving early that much. So I kind of had to put this week on hold for a while I took this class. This is this nice little thing coming out of it last Thursday. So what, may you ask, is business architecture? This is one statement on it. Business architecture is about defining what the business itself looks like. How do you structure the business? How does it operate? What capabilities of the business do you want to improve? What capabilities do you maybe want less of? So business architecture really is about structuring the business. It's not technology, it's the business itself. It's different than business analysis. Business analysis is a little bit more about things like analyzing a problem and defining where to go. It's different than business process improvement. It's not looking at how do we take this thing that we're doing and make it better. How do we get more efficient at doing something? It's about structuring the business. And it's definitely not enterprise architecture. And in fact, this is a place where it gets a little bit, people get a little bit touchy on both sides of the equation. Business architects like to say, we're what enterprise architects should have been. Enterprise architects, depending on which kind, like to say, no, business architecture is just one of the disciplines that goes into enterprise architecture. In fact, in the Open Groups has an EA framework called POGAP, and they have out there 8 phases. They've got phase B, in a nice wheel of cycles, phases. Phase B is business architecture. And the ISA software architecture pyramid, they've got business architecture, one of those foundational things. So everybody likes to say, working. No, working. But business architecture is less about the technology than the business. And in fact, to be a good business architect, you probably don't want to be the first one proposing a technical solution until you figure out what you really need to do and how to structure the business. During the last couple months, I've been introduced to a variety of tools. We used a pretty interesting book as sort of the starting. It's called Business Model Generation. Those of you, especially those of you who are acting as independent consultants, this is a great book for you to get. And for everybody else, because it says, how do I want to structure my practice? Helps you think about how should I structure my practice as a business. This is a little picture of the business model canvas. Because the first thing you want to do with good business architecture is decide what your model of your business is. Who are your customers? And you talk about them as segments, not individuals. What do you offer of value? How do you relate to them? How do you deliver the value? kind of revenue are you going to get? Who are your key partners? What activities do you do, and what resources do you need? And cost structure. The 9-block model. This is all sometimes known as the 9-block. Thinking through these questions is one of those things that makes any business a better business. And one of the things in the business architecture class, we talked about being able to apply it not just to a whole business, but maybe to a small part of an organization, maybe just one sub-organization. They even have a version of this that's the personal version. They change a few of the titles around. But it's one of those things that you can use to think about how do we do business as an organization. A number of other big models that are out there. There's a capability model. Capability models is one of those fundamental things. What is a capability? The capability is what a business does. It's something that you do. Not how well you do it, not how you do it, not when you do it, not why you do it, but it's something that you as a business do. For example, accounting. That's a capability. Product development. That's a capability. And there are different kinds of capabilities. And over the next couple months, I'll probably get into some of these. I'm going to dive deeper into some of these things, but I just wanted to take a little time and talk about some of these. Strategy maps. How do you map capabilities on the strategy? Any good business is going to have a strategy. And by a business or other organization, it doesn't matter whether you're a for-profit business, non-profit business, or even a government organization. Every organization needs a way to say, what's our strategy to achieve our goals? And of course, we have roadmaps. Roadmaps like what you and I used to do around travel. Roadmaps are what businesses use to say, where are we going and how are we getting there? One of the other books that we didn't actually get into in the class, but when I was looking at the business model generation book, I stumbled across their website, and they had another book. Wait a minute. I don't know if you can read this, but bad value proposition design. Whoops. I don't think that's what we really want to do, but it's kind of a clever marketing gimmick. They have the back of this. Flip it over and you can find out how to build value in your organization that you really want to deliver. And actually test it. And to that end, they take the business model canvas, they take just two little pieces of it, talking about your customers, and the value you deliver. And you can use this little canvas to try and define how well does the value you want to deliver fit what the customer needs and expects. And through creating these kind of models in an iterative fashion, you can actually ask yourself and say, is this product or this thing that I want to deliver to my customer something of value? Customers have jobs they need to do, things they want to gain and pain, things that keep them up at night. Do our products and services create gain? Do they relieve the customer's pain? And how well those line up and fit determines the value of it, whether your value proposition is something that actually gives you a customer or not. I hope to dive into this further during the coming months and maybe explore a few pieces of this and go into depth about some of these architecture concepts. I would recommend that anybody who defines architecture, software architecture, important. Step back for a moment, do some business architecture, think about the business architecture, because without the customer, without that business value, without being able to deliver that value, all of our efforts are pointless. Because it's all about delivering good value to the customer. And how we structure our businesses is fundamental to how we use technology to do that, and important to consider. So I'll be driving a little bit more into that in the coming months.